Morning. It is March 15th, or 25th. I was looking at the 15 times speed thing. 9:02 a.m. out here in no man's land. We're going to get started with our morning checks here. We've got 89% fermented on this silage. It's almost time to sell that fairly soon. We've got 400 liters of honey, which I believe is a full pallet, but for some reason we are missing a little bit of the pallet. Don't know why that is. 318 liters of tomatoes, 491 liters of strawberries, and 433 liters of lettuce over here. So we're going to have to bring the forks over to move that pallet of honey. Don't know why that's missing, like a little crate of jars. For some reason, I don't know why. It's strange. We have 236 liters of wool. We're probably going to top the sheep off with the grass that has been cut today, or yesterday. 215 pieces, 215 eggs here and there, and 138 eggs on that pallet. And we're fast approaching market day, which is where we're going to be selling pretty much everything we have. All the goods we produced over the course of March will be sold at the end of March on the 28th. And I think that's just going to be a general rule of thumb that we're going to be following. Basically, the 28th of every month we sell all the goods that we've accumulated over that month. Alright, so let's move this pallet out of the way. It is broken for some reason. It says it's at 99%. Weird. So after we move this pallet, we're going to have to jump in the tractor and go ahead and head down to the shop and get some gas. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this pallet up on top here. There we go. Oh yeah, we do have a bit of wood to sell as well. That is very strange that that pallet did that. So, yeah, just thinking back to yesterday's kind of basically just talking to myself. I mean, I'm talking to you guys, but also talking out loud to myself, trying to basically just work through the plan as far as what we're going to be doing for this series, because I don't want to just reduce the day count, you know, and make it go by faster. That just doesn't seem like something I want to do. I do want to keep it going, you know, the 28-day count, because it is interesting. I mean, I know I'm gonna have to speed up the days, like sleep through some of the days and everything, but it's still interesting to me. But like I said, that would end up freeing up some time for other project ideas. I do have miniatures that I would like to paint. I'm no expert. I don't know jack about blending. I don't know anything about proper shading and highlighting and all that. So just basically just be me fumbling through painting what miniatures I have, you know, and then just being along for the ride, watching me screw up and, you know, stuff like that. Just something else to do. And then me trying to get better at miniature painting as I go. I have painted a few things already. I just, you know, I have a lot that are either base coated or just have been sitting for so long, built but not painted. So that's another project idea I've been kind of thinking about trying to get going. But I do need to get paints. I do need to get other paints. I have some right now, but not enough for everything I need to do. Alright, so we got to get some gas, and we'll probably do a bit of repairs while I'm here. Good thing gas for this thing is cheap. I mean, I was below half a tank. It only cost $51. So that's nice. Well, let's go ahead and repair this thing while we're here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll repair all of it. It's fine. Didn't take that much money. But... Alright, let's get back to the homestead. Do have some work that needs doing today. We've got a windrow up all that grass we cut yesterday and grab it up with the forage wagon, get it over into the bunker silo, and compact it. Try to get it all set up so that way we can get it fermenting, get that cash coming in sooner rather than later. But I'm going to head back to the homestead right now, and I'll see you there when I get to the meadow. Alright, we are back here at the meadow, and we're just going to go ahead and start getting those windrows together. Whoop, missed a spot already. Okay, let's get this going. Yeah, we'll get these up. There's some nice windrows here. We'll pick it up, throw it in that bunker silo. Getting ready to ferment that big amount. We're already in the 60,000 range in that bunker silo, so that's going to be fantastic once that's all fermented and ready to sell. And we do have that smaller bunker silo that is going to be ready here fairly soon. A couple of days or so. Probably in the beginning of March, or April. We're in March. Probably the beginning of April is when it'll be ready. And then in April we'll see if this meadow grass has grown at all. Hopefully it does, because that'll be a lot. There'll be a lot of grass that we can cut and ferment. As well as feed to the sheep. The sheep will start eating more food as they age, so we should probably save a nice good section for them. Now it's only 25 sheep, so I don't know. I don't know the consumption rate. I should probably start trying to pay attention to these things a little more. Maybe write them down somewhere. Try to keep track of them. Product in, product out. Grass in, wool out, rather. That's the product. These windrows are a little bit crooked. That's okay. We're not here for perfection. This little windrower is kind of funny. Favorite 254. Is that what it is? Is that how you say that? It's the favorite. It's my favorite. It's all nice and windrowed up. So I'm thinking we might get maybe a little over a full forage wagon's worth. This section of meadow would have produced roughly 70,000. I believe we had a little bit of chaff left over from the other bunker silo, but I'm going to say about roughly 70,000 liters worth of grass over here, which is pretty nice. I can only imagine it'd probably be double that if the grass was fully grown. And I'm thinking we kind of skimped on the bunker silo. We probably should have went with one of the bigger ones. Maybe not one of the big long ones, but more the rectangle square, actually. I think they're more square than anything. Let's check that really quick, because now I'm racking my brain trying to figure out, ooh, look at that. We don't have the horsepower to pull that, but okay, that'd be under construction and silos somewhere. Yep. Silos. And that would be, yeah, I wouldn't get this one because this one's ridiculously big. Yeah, look at that thing. That's insane. Insane. Yeah, that's really big. Although this one would just be crazy large. Oh no, that would actually be something a little better to put down, I think. Probably would have been a better idea to buy that one. Yeah, that'd be the really nice one to have. But it is huge. Holy crap, that takes up a lot of space. Nah, it would have been this one. Like, that would have been the one probably to go with. Just because I don't think there's side spillage on these. But again, I mean, it's not as long. Is it as long? Barely, right? No, it's not as long. 12 meters by 28. Yeah, 6 meters by 31. So it's 12, what is that, 12 meters wide by 28 meters long. So it's a little shorter. But it was also, what was that, $60,000? We did not have $60,000 to spend on that, so work with what we have. There might be an idea for an upgrade later, possibly. But honestly, I would like to move away from the silage eventually onto you know, the other stuff we're going to be doing. Specifically, cereal is the plan to try and work towards. Being able to produce cereal and sell that. That's kind of the one finished product I would like to work on the most, which I believe requires oats, corn, and raisins, if I'm not mistaken. I might have to look at the cereal factory to find out if that's correct. You input corn, oats, and raisins, and you get cereal, and then you get to sell that in pallets. But again, not 100% sure on what it takes to make the cereal. So we're going to have to check that here in a bit. I just want to get these windrows. Okay, we'll get this windrow finished up, and then I'll check the factories. The production factory for cereal. I believe it's just the cereal mill? Cereal factory? We'll find out here in a minute. Alright, let's see. Whoop, not that one. There we go. It's in production factories. That's the oil mill. Cereal factory. Corn, oats, honey, and raisins. That's right. That's why we put the honey, the beehives down. And right now we're just growing sunflowers because we can get a not a production bonus, but well, I guess it would be a production bonus. Yield bonus. That's what it would be. We get a yield bonus for having sunflowers planted with beehives nearby. So that's why we're doing sunflowers for now. The sunflowers are pretty good. You know, they sell for a good amount. What would really sell for a good amount is sunflower oil. But yeah, we're not going for oil production of any kind. What we're gonna need the cereal mill or the cereal factory. And we're also gonna need the the grape processing factory or unit. Is it called a unit? Grape processing something. We can check that here too in a second. Just want to get this windrow done. So that way we can process the grapes into raisins. And I don't know how much the grape processing site costs to build, but that might be an idea to try and get that and sell raisins instead of grapes. Because we would get a little bit more money for the raisins. And I'm pretty sure they come through in pallets, so you would sell pallets of raisins. So I'd imagine they box them up, like, you know, something like a Sun-Maid box or something. Alright, let's check that. So that would be under production factories. Whoop. Grape processing unit. Alright, there's a couple of different variations of it looks like. Of the different ones. We got a grain mill, spinnery, sugar mill, tailor shop, cereal factory. That's the one cereal factory on there. So it's just the one type of grape processing unit. Oh, get all weird on me there. Yeah, so we would want this thing. I don't know where we would put it. Probably somewhere around here. Yeah, probably somewhere around here. Kind of near the vineyard. Right there. And then the cereal factory is actually quite large, isn't it? Yeah, it's very large. We placed that somewhere, you know, somewhere out of the way as well, probably over here or something. This side of the road here, near this rock formation, would probably be the best place to put stuff. It might deform the land a little bit too much, but you know, what are you gonna do? Alright, let's keep getting these windrows finished. Kind of wasted a little too much time focusing on those factory types and figuring that out. That's alright. Arm ourselves with some knowledge before placing these things down, so that way we know when we can place them down and we can actually start putting the products into them to get the better products out. So that way they don't just sit derelict doing nothing, but costing us money. So just about finished here. And we'll go grab the forage wagon. This hill's kind of causing a few problems with windrowing, but nothing so bad as to where we can't handle it. Last windrow. The loose stuff to the right, we'll just go over that separately. With the forage wagon. A few spots here that didn't get quite picked up like I wanted. But we'll call it square there. grab the last little bit over there. And then we can start compacting. And then we'll have to compact, retrieve, until we can get it in such a way that there's not a whole lot of chaff left over. And the chaff will have to dump underneath the awning over near the greenhouses, because we will need to be able to put grass in the forage wagon over the coming month for food purposes for the sheep mostly. And yeah, I think we might even use the smaller bunker silo for the chaff leftovers. We just toss that in, let that ferment as well. And then we can sell that later. Might be a good idea. I'm not really sure about keeping it, honestly. Kind of torn between keeping it and just getting rid of it. I'll give that a thought, a little bit of a think. Alright, so that was like 23,000 liters of grass, I want to say. Yeah, like 16.1 and 70.64. So yeah, like a little over 23,000 worth of grass. That's pretty good. Oh, we forgot to save some for the sheep, so maybe that's something we can work on tomorrow, is getting a bit of grass for the sheep to munch on. Fill that back up. Alright, is it on this side? I don't remember what side the pickup is on. Yeah, it's on the other side. We'll only be able to do one pass with this today, unfortunately, because we got to get to the evening checks of everything. Holy cow. Really launched me in the air there. This is going to be rough. Trying to squash this down. Oh yeah, it's all spilling out the sides. Come on. There you go. Crush it down. Flatten it. Flatten it, I say. Alright, let's just back up over it. Did that really even flatten it at all, is my question. Doesn't look like it really did anything. It's trying to, I think. Alright, we'll just go ahead and drop this here. Let's run over it with the tractor one more time here. We'll just go over the top of it. There you go. It's kind of getting flattened a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and park up the forage wagon and run through our evening checks. And you know what, we're just going to go ahead and park the forage wagon right here. It's really not important for it to have to go underneath the awning every time, I think, because we're starting to run out of room in there anyway. It's kind of hard to get it all situated in there. Alright, let's run our evening checks. 91% fermented, so that one is getting real close. And we have 85,000 liters of chaff in there. That is a lot of potential money. A lot of potential profit in there. Alright, so honey. We have 22 liters. 338 liters of tomatoes. We have a pallet of strawberries ready to go, with 30 liters of strawberries in the greenhouse. 443 liters of lettuce. Fantastic. We'll have plenty of stuff to sell when market day rolls around in less than 3 days now. Well, 3 days technically, but we've got 242 liters of wool. Alright. Let's see. 215 eggs, and 215 eggs, and 138 eggs. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some dinner, bathe, and get to bed. Thanks for stopping by the homestead, everybody. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you next time. Till then, have a great night, everyone.